see any of that stuff.
All right. Hello, everybody. I don't know if there's an intro on here, but I'm Matt Morrison here. Welcome to ATM Bros podcast. I'm Matt Morrison. Like I just said, this is Mike Wolfgang with me. First show here on Regan's Corner. And I want to thank Josh for getting us hooked up here on this. But hopefully we're going live here. But Mike, go ahead and talk. What's going on?
Not too much. Yeah, I want to, thanks for getting brought in here for me, you and Matt. Me and Matt have been doing some stuff together for a while now, so it's going to talk some football games here on Sundays.
Yes, sir. We're going to talk football. We're going to preview some NFL games, try and get to a half hour, and we got our picks over here. Mine's over here by me. Mike's is over there, and we're gonna pick the games, but we're also gonna talk about fantasy a little bit. Talk about the main guys in each game that you gotta look out for and stuff like that. But I'm just making sure we're going live. But let's go ahead and let's get things going here. I mean, let's just go down the list here. I mean, we got the 49ers over to and the Falcons. I picked the Niners over the Falcons. Mike, you picked the Falcons. I mean, this game should be a pretty decent game, I think. I mean, I think the Falcons are a bounce-back type of team, but I still think Jimmy Garoppolo is the man in San Francisco. If it was Trey Lance, I'd probably be picking the Falcons. But I like Jimmy G. I think he's just got to get on track a little bit more, learn to plays a little bit more, and he'll be back where he was last year, Mike.
Yeah. See, I wouldn't say I trust this Falcons team. I just feel like, I think, it's a little bit different at that game they played against the Browns a few weeks ago. That the Browns' run defense isn't really good, whereas the 49ers is a lot better. So that's going to be kind of worrisome for me, kind of picking Falcons here. But I just think that they're playing with, they're playing at home too, and they're Matt's. I think so far too, we've kind of talked. We did our preseason talks, me and you personally before the season. We didn't expect much from the Falcons team, and I think so far they've exceeded some expectations.
Yes, they definitely have. I mean, it should be a pretty good game, but I mean, you never know what happens in these types of games. This is a game where you're not really clear-cut on who's going to take it, but I mean, this Falcons team, where they stand right now, they are currently 2-3.
Yep.
The Niners are 3-2. So I mean, a game separates them. So, but I mean, look out for the guys. Look out for in this game for fantasy. Definitely Deebo Samuel.
Yep.
And definitely Kittle, George Kittle. So those are your two big guys for fantasy on the Niners. On the Falcons, I don't know, probably Mike, what do you think? Probably Kyle Pitts, probably.
Or I'd probably say the running back.
Maybe Drake London, too. Maybe.
Yeah, Drake London, too. Yeah. This is kind of off the fantasy side, but this is kind of like bets, player prop bets if anybody looks into betting some of that stuff. I kind of like George Kittle to go over 300 or 3.5 receptions. I think that's pretty much a lock because he's one of their targets. If it's not Deebo Samuel, it's going to be George Kittle on their offense. So yeah. I definitely do like George Kittle over 3.5 catches in the game overall.
Yes. So, but all right, I got the go ahead from Josh Regan that we are going good here. We're doing all right, but it should be a back and forth type of game. I did pick the Niners. I say the Niners win by 10 or so, but I mean, the main guys, I mean, it's a running back type of week. We might see a lot of points from the running backs, but not necessarily in this game, but, in other games. So, but right now Kyle Pitts for the Falcons, maybe Mariota too, and definitely Deebo Samuel and George Kittle for the Niners. On defense, probably Nick Bosa as well. But
just the 49ers defense too. That's good defense to have.
That defense alone is pretty good. But I mean, let's go ahead here. Let's go ahead and move on to. We started a little bit late, so we'll go through a couple games pretty quick. But let's go to this next game here. We got the Patriots and the Browns. We both got the Patriots over the Browns. I don't know. The Browns, I mean, definitely Nick Chubb is going to be a big fantasy guy in this game. There's our first running back. But, I mean, that's the only one. Nick Chubb, Kareem Hunt. Nick Chubb's on my fantasy team. So I'm hoping he breaks loose. But for the Niners, definitely Mac Jones. Definitely
I don't know if he's playing yet, though. I don't know if they've come out with that because they flew him on the plane and stuff like that. So you kind of think they're going to try to play him, but I haven't heard anything. So maybe they're just waiting last minute. But yeah, Mac Jones, if he's healthy, for sure.
Listen is questionable. It's highly unlikely Patriots. What's it say? Plays today. It's highly unlikely, so we probably won't see him.
So we'll probably see Zappy again.
Yeah. Oh man, I like this. I like that young.
It's a good story.
Yeah, it really is. And we knew him before New England. We knew him at Western Kentucky. We kept an eye on him. We talked about him before. I like this young kid. I like his chances today. Even without Mac Jones, I think Zap, or is it Zappy or Zap?
I hear Zappy a lot, so that's what I'm going with.
No, we'll go with that, Zappy. But I think he can attest well. I mean, Bill Belichick knows what he's doing. We've seen good backups back when Brady was there with Jimmy Garoppolo, and even with what's his name, Jacoby Brissett. So we'll just have to wait and see on that one. But I got the Patriots. You have the Patriots. Browns, they're not a bad team. It's just when you watch them, you get frustrated. You really do. When you watch this Cleveland Browns team, you're just like, man, what are they doing? Their record should be way better than they are. And I know they had some big wins against Pittsburgh, but I mean, there should have been some games, and like the Jets game, they should have won that game. That bugged me.
The thing is, too, that we were looking. You were talking over the summer, following that Deshaun Watson stuff. We were looking at their schedule, thinking, man, they could really start out pretty good because they opened up with the Panthers, which they won, and they come home and lose the Jets, and they beat the Steelers, who aren't very good right now, and they lose the Chargers, who are good, but they could not stop the run. That's why I'm picking the Patriots to win this game, because the Browns have a hard time stopping the run, and the Patriots love to run the ball a lot with Damian Harris and some other ground guys they got. Even look to Brady Zappy to get some quarterback runs there. So that's kind of why I like them. Defense too. The Browns are good up front, but they can't stop the run. Like I said, their secondary is inconsistent. They give up a lot of big chunk plays in the receiving through the air. And the Patriots defense, Matt, it's always ready to go. It's always ready to go up front. Because that's what Bill Belichick's calling card is his defense. So that's why I got the Patriots in this one. And
more fantasy talk here. Definitely Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt. We talked about them. Let's go to receivers. Amari Cooper. I mean, he's quite capable of getting some points. Donovan Peoples-Jones as well for the Browns. Yeah. So, and as well as David Njoku too. And I like the young David Bell too. So there's some guys to look out. They got, if they're on your fantasy team, they look like they get some points. Those are the guys you like to have on your fantasy team. And then on that Patriots side, definitely the quarterback. He's going to be getting a lot of reps. And today it was Zap. Zap. Well, we'll figure that out.
Zap. Zappy, Zap, whatever.
Bailey. We'll just go by his first name.
Yeah.
But I like the running back. What was his name? His first name's Ramondre Stevenson. I like Stevenson. Harris as well. Receivers, Jacoby Myers, Kendrick Bourne. I like Lil Jordan Humphrey, that dude from Texas. He's a rookie, isn't he?
I believe so.
They got Nelson Aguilar in there too, I believe. Is Aguilar playing? I knew he wasn't.
Well, and keep in mind too, Matt, this is a Patriots team that with Brady Zappy, their first game without Mac Jones, they took the Packers overtime too.
Yeah, they did. They do.
So they're playing pretty well with their backup.
So Nelson Aguilar, Jonathan Jones are ruled out versus the Browns. So no Nelson Aguilar. Cornerback Jonathan Jones is going to miss as well. So, Nelson Aguilar is getting a little bit older. I think his prime days are gone. So he's still a capable wide receiver, though.
Yeah.
He's a guy you want to have on your squad. But, let's go ahead here. let's move on here to this next game. So 12:15, about 15 minutes left. So we got next game. What we got? Packers, or we got Jets and the Packers. I get the Jets, man. Jets are different. They're playing better football. They're, I like the way they're doing. They had a great draft. Zach Wilson finally got some receivers to go with. I know he had Elijah Moore, but that was the only one he had. Their defense is a little better. They're 3-2. They're in second place behind Buffalo.
Yeah.
Which of that game? Jets versus the Bills? That should be a good game. Bills. Oh, we'll talk about that soon. I want to get to that.
You also got to explain yourself, too. What? That you are a Steelers fan and
I'm
the Bills.
Steelers and Bills.
I'm just saying we got to explain because a lot of these people might not know that.
Okay, I am a Pittsburgh Steelers fan, and I am a Buffalo Bills fan. So I'll go in. It's our first show. We can go a little over. But
last week you were going for the Steelers, though, right? Even though they play each other.
Oh, yeah. So. I tell you what, though, I didn't wear Steelers or Bills in that game. I wore normal clothes.
Yep.
I just sat and watched it. I knew Buffalo was going to run on them.
And
but
they did.
They did. I was rooting for Kenny, though. I really like Kenny Pickett. They're going through a period right now. That's all.
That's it.
I mean, okay, I don't think Tomlin's on the hot seat. Like, really. Everybody's talking about it. It's not his fault. You just lost Big Ben. He was there 18 years. Okay? And everybody's like, oh, the Steelers are going to get used to saying, there's always next year. I don't think that, okay?
Steelers don't do that. People just don't understand that.
They don't understand that at all. Everybody goes through their rebuilding. They do. Cowboys did it. Browns finally trying to get over it.
Browns still are kind of doing it, but
yeah. So Jets are in that period right now too. So, I mean, inactives for the Jets. Denzel Mims won't be in there. Tight end Jeremy Ruckert won't be in there. So, and no Mike White either, but Zach Wilson will be getting the start anyways. But definitely some fantasy guys to look out here. Yeah, definitely Zach Wilson. Definitely Elijah Moore. Garrett Wilson probably too, right? And then what was it? On the Packers side, I mean, I don't know.
I'm sticking with Randall Cobb because I think that's a guy that Aaron Rodgers is familiar with, and they connect well.
Yeah, they do. That's the only hope there. I mean, Packers I don't know what's going on.
I still think they're underrated. I still think
there has been previous seasons where the Packers start off really bad and then come in the end and make a playoff run. So, I mean.
But people would act like they're so bad. Okay, they lost the Giants. The Giants are good this year.
Giants
so far.
Giants
and they barely lost them. And they had a lead in that game, which they gave it up. And their defense isn't playing as good as we thought it was going to be. But I still think
they're still
a good enough team.
It's not bad.
And I still don't think that the Jets, although I'm happy with what the Jets are doing this year. And I told you in the preseason that I did kind of like them coming into the year. But I just still don't think that they have enough. They're not there yet to go into Lambeau against the 3-2 Packers team and win. I just don't think. I could be wrong, but that's just how I feel about it.
Yeah, I feel that too. But, I mean, definitely, what we talked about? Definitely Zach Wilson. Definitely Garrett Wilson. The Wilson. But, I mean, there's other players in here too. I'm looking right now. But, I mean, definite, like what I said, I mean, I like the running back too. Breece Hall is different. I like Breece Hall. Yep. I like the way he runs. He runs with fierceness. We talked another wide receiver, Corey Davis. I like Tyler Conklin, the tight end, and CJ Uzomah. So, I mean, he was Bengals, I think. So
last year.
Yeah, just last year was at the Super Bowl. So look out for those guys. I mean, Packers, we talked about. I mean, definitely Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers will definitely get you points. Randall Cobb as well. But, I mean, you got to look at the other guys they got in there, too. So, no more Davonte Adams. We know that by now. So, I mean, for this Packers team, there's going to be some sleeper guys, I think.
Yeah.
The running back, what's his name? Help me out here, Mike. It's a slow morning on this Sunday.
Packers?
Yeah. The dude
Aaron Jones and A.J. Dillon.
Yeah, A.J. Dillon. A.J. Dillon is a force, man. He's a big dude. He can run hard. I like A.J. Dillon.
Both big guys. They got big guys in their backfield.
Yeah. So and that's how they're going to replace the Davonte Adams being gone. It's going to be the run game.
Yeah.
So that's what I think, at least. I mean, it's definitely an odd season, and I mean, definitely, the Jets are going to know that they're going to rely on the run a little bit more. But I mean, we're just going to have to wait. This game should actually be pretty good. Don't the Packers have Sammy Watkins too? He's another guy that can get points too. So,
Watkins, they still have Allen Lazard, and they still have
Lazard.
Like I said.
Yeah. So definitely look out there. But I got the Jets in this game. Mike, who do you got? Who do you got? Packers. I should have put my graphic like yours instead of writing Giants over the Ravens.
That's all right.
But next game here, we'll go a little bit more quicker. But let's see. Jaguars over the Colts. This game is going to be a sloppy game. Main guys for fantasy, definitely. Help me out here, Mike.
On the Jacksonville side?
Yeah, definitely their quarterback.
Yeah, Trevor Lawrence. I like.
There we go.
I like Evan Ingram too. I thought that was a big pickup in the offseason I talked about. On the Colts side, there's no Jonathan Taylor. He's out. So
yeah, I know. That's going to be pretty.
Look for a guy like
Matt
Pittman.
Yeah.
Michael Pittman on their offense. It's kind of slim pickings in this game, to be honest with you.
There's not
a whole lot fantasy-wise.
There's not a whole lot here. I mean, Colts are down. Jaguars are looking better than they did last year. I'll tell you that. So
yeah, and I think they're a team that
So
yeah, and they're a team that gives the Colts problems. So going back to last year, but I think for the Colts' sake, they're at home this one. They're 2-1 right now. Yeah, that's what the record is. They got to get this one because this is a team you got to beat at home. For a Colts team that we kept saying all offseason they were quarterback away because they had the defense. To get Matt Ryan, he struggled. So you got to get this one to kind of get back in the right direction.
Yeah. But I mean, the Jaguars after last year. I mean, this year's way better than that. Jonathan Taylor is not playing for the Colts. We just touched on that. But I mean, we talked about Michael Pittman. Matt Ryan can still sling it. I mean, definitely he's fallen off. But I mean, that happens. You get old. I like Naheem Hines too. I think I don't think he's gonna play either. I think he's still got the concussion. But I don't know. This game's kind of slim pickings, like you said.
Yep.
So let's go ahead. Let's talk next game here. What do we got? So I do have the Jaguars beating the Colts. You have the Colts.
I think Colts. Yep.
Yeah. So next game here. Vikings and the Dolphins. Dolphins, they started off strong, man. Big win against Buffalo. I don't know what's happening now. I mean, definitely the loss of Tua Tagovailoa, and their backup, Teddy Bridgewater, is not playing either. They're starting now was Skylar Thompson at quarterback. So that's the main reason why I have them losing this game. I still think they're a good team. They still have Tyreek Hill. That's going to be one of your big guys right there. Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle, they're going to go off today. That Skylar Thompson has to get them the ball any which way he can. Definitely those two guys for the Dolphins. And then for the Vikings, I mean, Dalvin Cook, still one of the best running backs, I think, in the league. He's underrated. I don't think people talk about him like the way they should. And Kirk Cousins is bouncing around too. Their Vikings are good. Well, they're 4-1, right?
They're having a better year. I mean, they haven't had a great schedule so far, but
no.
I think they're a team that they got to keep rolling because right now they got the Packers where they want them because they beat them week 1. They have one more left against them, so they're looking pretty good in their division.
Yeah, they definitely do. But it should be a pretty good game in this one. I like the Vikings in this one. Did we both pick the Vikings? We did. So we'll roll with that. We'll go a little bit quicker here, but since we started a little bit late. But let's go next game here. We got what was it? Saints and Bengals.
Sure.
Saints and the Bengals. Yeah. I got the Saints. You have the Bengals. No Jameis Winston. Who's getting to go for them today?
I'm not even sure who's starting today. Who is their backup?
who's their backup? Andy Dalton will get the start.
That's
today.
right, Andy Dalton, yeah.
The Red Rocket, man. He's coming back. We'll have to wait and see about that one. I don't know. I kind of regret picking the Saints a little bit. But, I mean, Joey B is definitely going to get a lot of points for the Bengals, and as well as his top wide receiver, Mike.
Jamar Chase.
Yeah, Jamar Chase, definitely.
I don't really have too many fantasy things this game, but I do like let me see, because I have one written down here somewhere. I do like Tyler Boyd over 3.5 catches.
Yeah, Tyler Boyd will get a lot of points too. I don't really see this game as a running. I mean, it can be Kareem Hunt and who's the Bengals running back? What was his name?
Bengals running back? Mixon.
Yeah, Joe Mixon will definitely get some points as well. So Mixon and Hunt, this is another. Most of these games are running back type of game, so we'll go with that one. But I'll stick with the Saints here. You got the Bengals. Go to the next one here. We have Giants and the Ravens. This Giants team is different. You picked the Ravens, so definitely Lamar Jackson, and definitely on the Giants side, definitely Saquon Barkley. What a bounce back here he is having. I like the way he's bouncing back, but I mean, we got a question in here too. I think it's Josh. Your comment. Do I start the Cowboys defense today, Mike? You want to
do it? Do it.
Dude, start them. Start the
Absolutely.
Cowboys defense. That defense is insane, man. Our
Let's
boy
do
Micah Parsons, defensive player of the year in my book. Defensive
jersey
player
on.
of the year. You guys jersey on. I got Josh Allen on, but definitely start them. I like Diggs on that defense. Definitely start their defense. I like their defense. I like Vander Esch too. When he's healthy, that dude is something.
Yep, for sure.
He's everywhere. So, but we'll get to that game real soon. But I definitely like the Giants in this game. You got the Ravens. Barkley's going to go off again. Jackson will go off again as well. But I mean, it should be a pretty good game. I think it's going to come down to the last quarter.
I like Devin Duvernay over 42.5 yards.
Yeah, Duvernay. He was from Texas, wasn't he?
I think
something like that. But yeah, I mean, definitely. You look at that Ravens wide receiving core. No Hollywood Brown. He's with the Cardinals, I think. But but they definitely get some fillers in there too. Bateman, I like him to go for some points today. Rashad Bateman.
Yep.
For the Ravens. But let's go ahead and we'll move on here again. Let's see. We got 2 minutes left here on the show, but let's go quickly here. I mean, we'll go over a little bit. It's no problem. We started a little late because it's our first show. We're like, oh no, what do we do? How do we get in? So we're breaking the ice a little bit. Yeah. But we will move a little bit more quickly. We got Steelers and Buccaneers. Of course, I'm going to pick the Steelers because I like them. Kenny will get some points today, and Tom Brady. Tom Brady is going to be Tom Brady. He's gonna. I mean, look all of his plethora of weapons. All of them will get. I mean, that Buccaneers whole team is a fantasy team. You want a lot of those players on your team. So. Yeah. But, I mean, Steelers inactives today. Let's look. Was Deontay Johnson?
They had a lot of guys. It's a lot defensively, too, out.
Still waiting on we're still waiting on TJ Watt to come back, too. So, a couple more
Minka's out.
Minka's out. I did see that.
Freiermuth's out.
Freiermuth is out.
Cam Sutton's out.
Oh, jeez.
Witherspoon's out. They got a lot of guys out.
I did see Witherspoon out. But, I mean, definitely we're going to see Deontay Johnson more. We're going to see Najee Harris get some runs in as well. I mean, the Buccaneers has some inactives too. I mean, Julio Jones won't be playing. Kyle Rudolph won't be playing. Yep. So, but I get the Steelers. You got the Steelers. We'll stay loyal here. I'm not going to pick the Buccaneers over them. Are you kidding me? But next game here, I got the Rams over the Panthers. That game, there's not too much. I'm definitely on that Panthers side. There's not really much to brag or get fantasy from there, I don't think. We could dig deep, but we're running low on time. For the Rams, I mean, there's a lot there. I mean,
Rams need it. They're 2-3. They need it.
They need this win, too. I think the Rams will get this win, but Matthew Stafford has to get back on track. I think they get the Super Bowl hangover. I do. But Stafford's got to get back on track, and their receivers got to go off here to do. Cooper Kupp, definitely a guy you want on your fantasy team, but he should get a lot of points in this game as well. But let's go ahead here. Next game very quickly here. We got the Cardinals and the Seahawks. Another one. Cardinals, definitely Hollywood Brown. Definitely him. They're running backs too. Edmonds, I think. Or James Conner is back there as well.
Yeah.
But I like the Cardinals in this game over the Seahawks. Seahawks, I mean, Geno Smith, DK Metcalf, definitely. They're running back as well. Definitely going to see a lot of runs in this game. Seahawks are actually looking good.
They are for the offseason they had. They are looking all right.
Yeah. Russell, they're better than Russell Wilson, the Broncos.
So far, yeah. Seriously.
Well, yeah, they are. They are. Let's go. Let's go next game. Bills versus Chiefs. I can talk about this all day. This is a fantasy game. You got Josh Allen. You got Patrick Mahomes. Yeah, Travis Kelce, Dawson Knox, Stephon Diggs, Gabriel Davis, Devin Singletary, Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Do I gotta say any more names?
Nope.
Insane.
We can, but
yeah. But I think you get the point. This game is gonna be a shootout. Bills will get revenge. They will get revenge. It's going to be one heck of a game. I did a little bit of a preview of that on my Instagram page yesterday, and people were commenting, like, wait, you're a Bills fan now? I'm like, guys.
How many times I got to explain it?
Like, people, go and watch my shows, all right? If you don't know, then you don't know me. If you're asking that question, then you don't know me that much. But only important people know what teams I like. But, I mean.
I know.
I got the Bills in this game. You got the Bills. Next game, definitely Cowboys-Eagles. Might talk about that because that's going to be one heck of a game, okay? Let's actually say that last real quick. Chargers over the Broncos. Definitely Russell is a fantasy type of guy. He's on my fantasy team, and I want to drop. But, I mean, definitely Justin Herbert. And I really like their receiving core for the Chargers. What was his name? Help me out here, Mike.
Keenan Allen.
Keenan Allen is definitely a big guy. Who's the other guy that got Wallace?
I think
I forget. He's very low profile type of receiver, and he's underrated.
Mike Williams.
Yeah, Mike Williams is awesome. I like Mike Williams, but definitely those guys there. But Mike, let's finish this off. Cowboys, Eagles. This game's gonna be a matchup for the ages. It really is. This is a divisional matchup.
In Philly.
It's Philly Cowboys. So, I mean, they've hated each other for years. You hate the Eagles.
I don't like Philly, but
no.
I'm giving credit to the Eagles. I think they're having a good start. But I think they beat the Vikings pretty good on that week 2 matchup on Monday night, but they haven't played really anybody since then. I mean, the Lions, they had a shootout with the Lions. Commanders aren't that great. Jags are having a good year. Cardinals aren't having that great of a year so far. So
no.
I'm giving them credit. They're playing good. But they also have faced a defense like Dallas has. I'm not being cocky. I'm not saying Dallas is going to win or anything. I'm just saying to this point that Dallas defense is going to. Now, if Jalen Hurts can get away from it, then if he gets this win and doesn't get on against his defense, I'm gonna give Jalen Hurts credit because I've been defending him too because I do like Jalen Hurts
on my fantasy team. So hopefully you get some points. I like Cooper Rush though. Everybody's like, "Oh, Cooper Rush,"
but they're not winning because of Cooper Rush. They're winning because of that defense.
Yeah, it is. But Cooper Rush is getting some stuff done too. I like Cooper Rush. I like.
But they're not going to win games scoring 20
points. No matter what happens, he stays calm and collective. He doesn't get flustered.
Oh, I agree. Yeah, I told you that.
He gets back up and says, all right, let's go.
Yeah.
Okay? It's over. That's the past, even though it was a second ago. Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's get going. And he can put the ball there. he can put that in the right spot. There's a pass to Gallup that was right there, and I'm like, oh my gosh. So
yeah,
he's
CD
Lamb, another fantasy guy. So
yeah, CD Lamb, and I you always like Tony Pollard to get some big
Tony, man. And Zeke is coming around too, but Tony compliments Zeke. I like the back there. I'm like, every time Tony runs, I'm like, Tony, yeah. I like Tony Pollard. He's my favorite on that team. I like the way he runs. He's a fierce type of runner.
He's the big
explosive. If I any Cowboys jersey, it'd be probably Tony Pollard.
He's their big explosive run yardage, and I think Zeke's the ground and pound guy. That's what Zeke's game is.
Yeah, but that's gonna be we're gonna run out of time here. But we went through every game. I think we got a good decent amount in for our first show. We went half an hour on here, but we're 5 minutes over 12:30. But I mean, it's all right. We started a little late. We can run a little late. So, but I've been Matt Morrison here, Mike Wolfgang with me. First show. Come on, Beulah. I'll post it in other places so people come and watch it. But thanks for Josh for letting us do this on here. We love talking your fantasy football. We love talking football, period. But first podcast of the ATM Bros is all over here. Everybody have a good day. We'll see y'all next Sunday. We'll be here every Sunday. We'll be here at noon. But all right, we'll see y'all later.